Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network. She's known as Dr. Love for a reason, because that is her specialty. She can make love happen by changing your energy, changing somebody else's energy. Could even be somebody that you would like to be closer to, but not really happening, and you're not really sure. Maybe you are sure, but it's still not happening. She can identify certain things. We're going to focus on, she does a lot, by the way. We're going to focus on love in the new year today with our professional of the year. Dr. Love is back with us. How are you doing?
Great.
So we talked about a lot in the past, and even you took us on the journey of love spells, which really do exist. You can change a person's romantic situation, their relationship situation, by, call it, casting a spell. And you have ways of doing that. Let's go back to how this all works. Maybe some of the basics for finding the right person or making that relationship last. What we're talking about here is it's all energy. It's all about energy, right?
Yes. So we'll talk about the spiritual side of it. So each one of us has 12 chakras. Okay. I was told there's more. I only know about 12. Everybody could dabble in it differently. Different cultures do. Okay. So each chakra, there's a heart chakra, there's a throat chakra, and it goes on and on and on. There's even your third eye chakra. Okay. So some people can have all of them open. Some could be missing one or two. Let's take, for instance, let's say I'm missing my heart chakra. My heart chakra is closed. Could be from problems I've had with love in the past. Okay. I want to fall in love again. I want to feel love again, but I'm unable to hold on to love, unable to keep love into my life because my heart chakra is closed. So what I do for the individual is I'll open up that specific chakra. Now, you can't see them with your naked eye. It is all spiritual. It's in your spirit. It's in your soul.
Now, is it right for me to say a chakra is like an energy center? And I've seen, visuals of it spinning. The energy spins around in each chakra, wherever it's located, within your body. Yes.
Yes. It's your energy opening up. So it all goes together like yin and yang. Okay. One can't work without the other. So even though people don't believe in chakras, they're there. We all have them. Everybody does. Okay. Everybody has, it's a part of you. It's a spirit. It's a part of you. It's your energy.
And we could spend 2-3 podcasts talking about each individual one. I mean, the third eye is just what it sounds like. You've always heard, somebody's got a third eye. Yes, that's the chakra to look toward the future, intuition, insight, things like that. But the heart chakra really is about the heart and love.
Yeah. And it's not just about you receiving love. You're able to give more love as well.
Wow.
So when your heart chakra is open, you're able to recognize, feel, well, maybe I'm not listening to my partner's needs. It's a big step. It's a big step.
It's almost like you're Dr. Love. It's almost like you're a therapist at the same time.
I'm everything.
Yeah, like an energy therapist.
Yes.
For those that don't know, how do you connect with somebody's chakra? You can, correct me if I'm wrong, you can tell if somebody's wall is up within their heart chakra, right?
Oh yeah. I meet people every day. I could tell. You could feel it. Spirits. But sometimes people are so closed off. I have to get to know them just a little bit more before it's a clear picture.
Have you ever met anybody where every chakra in their body was open and, hey, everything's great? Is that kind of rare?
Very.
I would think.
Very rare. Very rare. Very rare. We usually have something, I hate to say it, we usually have something off balance with us. Whether it be, we could be open in love, but maybe our career and our money points are off. Our creative chakra's off,
And
so it could be
And that would come from stuff we've dealt with. Currently, it could be something you dealt with in your childhood, and that's holding you back from making more money or even being in the relationship that you want to be in.
I'm going to go a little deeper for you,
Sure.
Steve. Let's start off with a child, okay? A woman, I'm going to give you an example. A woman brought her young daughter to me, 9 years old. Why would her chakras be off? She had no experiences yet in life, She was carrying past spiritual trauma, not from her mom, but from her grandmother. Sometimes it skips. That's what they call it. I don't like to use the word curse. They call it generational curse. Boundaries, carrying on old family's energy.
Wow.
It can get deep. It can get deep. It really can. You mean your chakras could be messed up just from you, or it could have been messed up from your granddad. It happens.
Scale 1 to 10, chakras and energy being messed up generationally, 10 being all the time. Where do you think it is?
Like, what do you mean?
Like the probability of somebody's chakras being misaligned or the energy being off from a generational situation. And if it's 0 to 10, 10 being every time it's something generationally, it's not. But I'm just saying 10 is at the top end. Where would you put it?
50-50, to be honest with you.
So like a 5 out of a 10 scale.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Wow.
And here's another thing. What I like to do, when you go around events, even church, I'm even going to say that you're around a lot of people, their prayers are going one way, you can catch them. It is what it is. Okay. There is power in prayer. Okay. And you don't know what the next person is praying for, and you don't know what their energy is. And when you're with a large group of people, everybody's energy is going. And for an example, myself, I went to church last night. There's a lot of mixed energies. What I like to do is I like to sound cleanse to keep my chakras balanced. It's maintenance. Because after you get it done, you got to still have maintenance done, because you don't want them to get out of line again.
Wow.
Because you could pick up dirty energy, It's kind of like cleaning your house. It's clean. It's good to go, but it's eventually going to get dirty. So you got to clean it again. You got to keep up with it. You can't just think it's going to stay like that.
Because life moves on. And how did your house get dirty? People come over. Kids are playing. Life happens. For me, it's my dog piddles on the floor. That's, life happens. That's what he does. I got to clean it.
Right.
For us, it's our situations that we're in. So conflict with somebody, I would assume that's going to mess up. Yeah, right?
Oh, yeah. Right. A disagreement, or here's another thing. I'm going deep. Maybe we shouldn't on this episode, but somebody could just have your name in their mouth a lot. Like, just be talking about you, and you won't even know it. Just bringing you up in conversations. Well, he did this or she did this, and I don't want to see. That is energy. That is negativity. You just want to keep yourself clean. And I used to do smoke cleansings. I don't like to do smoke cleansings very often. Sound cleansings is the cleanest way to go. You're channeling angel guides. You're channeling the right spirits.
Are we talking about, like sound bowls and things like that?
Sound bowls or a bell. Look, I know it's very difficult for people to get to get special devices, but anybody could find a bell, and it works just the same. It's what you believe. Remember, we talked about that before. It's in your intention.
Which I think I asked you once. I was saging here, and I had sage spray that I bought at the store, and I don't even know if it had real sage in it. It smelled like sage. But I put the intention in. I'm using this to clear out negative energy.
Exactly. It's your intention. And I suggest everybody do it for the new year before it starts 12. Cleanse, clean, get rid of any items that you feel is holding on to anything, any bad memories. Clothing is very important. I know it sounds crazy, but let's say, for instance, you were wearing a dress and a bad situation happened with you and a lover while you were in it, and you're not with that person no more, or you might still would be with that person, and you broke up when you get rid of it. It holds on to a memory, to an energy.
Okay, question right there. Can you cleanse items and clothes? Let's say it doesn't, let's say you have a bed left over, very expensive bed, and you don't want to get rid of it, but it's from another relationship. Can you sage that, cleanse that?
Yes. Okay. Yes. I mean, you know how many times people get in my vehicles, you can't go get rid of a vehicle.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You can't go, that's so stupid. Yeah, no.
Well, but, you can lose it in a divorce.
That's
different.
That's different.
What about, let's say that somebody has done work on themselves. They've taken the steps. They realize, what life was like, what life is like now. They feel that they're in a good place. That perfect person hasn't shown up. What do you think's going on?
It's time to do, there's many things I can do. I can do a door opening where I can open up. Sometimes you think everything is good. Sometimes you think, well, my job is great. I'm feeling good. My health's good. Everything is all great. But there still might be a little bit of a blockage that's keeping your soulmate or twin flame away from you.
And you would never know it. You would never know it personally.
No, a lot of people don't. I mean, I get these cases all the time and I hate it. Women are down on themselves, men too. Feel like, well, maybe I'm not good looking enough. Maybe I just got a lot of issues. No, sometimes it's not even that. Okay. I don't think anybody is ugly. Okay. If you think you're ugly, you're going to be ugly. 100%. If you think you're pretty, you're going to be. And that's what I do, self-healing as well for my clients. So it's not what's going on the outside. It's what's going on the inside. You project. So it's kind of like, if you keep thinking you're ugly, Steve, every woman that comes near you is going to feel that. You are the fruit of your labor. You are what you create. You are what you tell yourself you are.
I could imagine somebody having met all the wrong people, or just people that didn't support them. Let's put it that way. And getting to the point where, they think they're in a good place, but I don't know, it's just not working. And then feeling like, I'm done. I don't even want to deal with people anymore. I don't want to date anymore. I'm just like, I don't want to do it anymore. And then they might have been open, maybe putting out the wrong signal, and then they shut down.
Once again, they could be open to themselves. They think they're open, but there's still something. There's always something that's off balance. And I'll find it. I'll do that. I'll find it and I'll open it up. And then usually they don't got to do too much. The person comes to them. They'll be able to meet the right person. And I also give advice. If the spirits tell me, well, I think you need to go to this party, or I think you need to go to this restaurant, or maybe you should go to such and such restaurant and sit by the bar. I will give that type of advice. Sometimes it does come through like that.
Wow.
I even give directions.
That's pretty specific. I've never heard of that. Would you say you specialize in energy clearing, manifestation, all of that in relationships?
I do. That's my favorite way to go.
And you hear it all the time. I was hanging out with my friend the other night, and he said, just these women, they're all saying, look at him. I'm like, I don't know what to say to him. And he's been single since like 2016. He's a good looking guy.
To call me.
I know what's going on there. And he's even alluded to it. And long story short, this is somebody I knew from my childhood, and I recently reconnected with him. And we're on the same page. Like we see eye to eye. We're good to hang out with. He's even admitted, he goes, I know I'm still stuck on my wife. And they got divorced and the whole deal. He knows it. But, clearing that out, that's the next step.
Ooh, I'm so glad that you brought that up. So, so we're going to go to the other side of this. So let's say people do get divorced or people do break up and they want that person back.
Not me, but keep going.
I understand, but there is people that do. And what I'll do is I'll go in and I'll find The problem was with either side or both, and we spiritually clear it up. And then we do a manifestation where that person will reach out. I could actually get the person to reach out to the other party.
Wow. If the other person is ready for it. You can't guarantee that's going to happen, but if it's, but if that other person has something going on within them energy wise, if they both do, if you get them, I guess, equalized in terms of energy.
Yes. Equalize, balance down, get rid of all the bad juju. Let's just put it that way. Clean out the house. Clean out the house. And sometimes, and I'm going to go not just with divorce, because divorce is ugly to talk about, because, once you were done married to that person, a lot of, I don't want to do it again, like you said. But here's the thing. If you're dating, this is all the time. I want my ex-girlfriend back. I dated a lot of other women. Can't get her out of my head. And vice versa. That happens, I can't get this guy out of my head. I done went through a lot of men.
Sure.
I want him back. Okay. Let's find out what the problem was. Maybe it wasn't the right timing for your relationship to grow. Maybe he had to go and do things for himself. Okay. And that's another thing that everybody thinks, well, it was me. He just didn't want me. He wasn't rejecting you. He had things going on that he didn't even know about.
Right. He's in a different place, and he might be in a different place now. It might not even know he's in a different place, but it might be the right time.
Exactly. Sometimes it wasn't the right place or the right time, but the right person.
You're like a modern day Cupid.
Yeah.
In a way, when you think about it, right?
And I love Valentine's Day. It's my favorite holiday.
Wow.
Favorite.
For some people that are very closed and you work with them, it's not like you're going to identify and say, okay, your heart chakra is closed, and I know the reason why. Here's what happened. And it's not like you're going to go in there and know all finite details where somebody's like, oh, I don't want you to know, my personal. I would imagine you can't see all that deep stuff. You can just tell that, you're blocked here, you're blocked there, that's open, that kind of thing. Am I right?
But if they want me to, I can.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, like we say, you can only do it with permission.
Exactly. I mean, I can if I want. I don't do that. It's not right.
And virtually, like I'm not asking now to do this, because we're almost out of time. But right now, sitting here, just like we are, you have my permission. Do whatever you got to do. Make life better. whatever my hopes and dreams are. You could go in and start figuring things out.
Well, yes, I would have to be prepared, and I would have to be prayed up, and I would have to be meditated. Yeah.
Yeah. Meditated, not medicated.
Exactly. Maybe both.
Whatever works.
Whatever works.
So interesting. And for those who might hear this, see this, and think, come on, like, why, really? Come on, give me a break. I've seen energy in action. I've been studying it. I was aware of what it can do, but didn't know how much it can have a role in your life until in the last few years. And whoa.
It's a lot. Steve, like I said, and I know we're almost out of time, but here's the thing. If you don't believe, you don't believe. That's one big closed off. If you don't believe, you don't believe. It's not going to work for that person that doesn't believe.
Right.
Okay? And if you don't believe in energy, then don't believe in a light switch.
It's truth.
Don't light your candles.
Yeah, right. Exactly. We're all energy. It's been proven. It's
proven. We have black and white proof.
We really do. We
do.
It's called quantum. We don't even need to go into the deep aspect of it. I'm just amazed at the love. I never thought of the love aspect of it.
My favorite part. I mean, I can do it for jobs and careers, sure, and just to line people up in general. I do that, but my favorite part is love.
How about, for somebody that just, relationship issues with even just friends, things are wonky. I don't know.
Yeah.
Friends come and go. I don't know what's going on with me. Same kind of thing. You could figure out what's going on.
Yes. And I also help families. So if somebody's having an issue with a child, or, they're not getting along,
Never thought of that. Wow. How long does, everybody, I call it the Amazon world. Click the button, it shows up at your door, a couple hours in many areas. How long does this stuff take? How long can it take? You work with somebody, how many sessions does it typically take? It
all depends on the root of the problem. Usually it's pretty quick. If it's a different type of situation, which we'll save that maybe for tomorrow. If it's a type of removing an evil spirit, that's a total different thing I can do. That sometimes takes a lot of sessions. Sometimes it takes 40 days.
For something to change.
Yeah.
How drastic would it have to be for that?
Well, that goes into demonic possession.
We're going real deep.
We're going real deep. That's another thing. Another thing but that can hold on to your energy. You could be around a bad person. You can go to a nightclub. You can go to a restaurant. You could be around a bad person, have dinner with them, and their spirit can intertwine with your energy. That's where we talk about cleaning.
Would that be very similar to an energy vampire?
That's different. That is similar, but an energy vampire just wants to keep coming around you and they've been feeding off of you. It can happen just by going out. Like literally, I went to church and I had to come home and sound cleanse.
I never thought of that. People are praying. There's so much going on in a church.
A lot. That's where a lot of the energy is, believe it or not. Because people are praying away bad spirits. People are praying away bad. And you got to think about energy as orbs. You got to think about, and if you're sensitive, you can accept it. Or also your prayers can help there and boost them.
Sure. Which, big believer in all of that. I just never thought of the church thing, but whoa, that is low.
Gave an example. It happened to me.
Yes. Yeah. I never even imagined that, but it makes perfect sense because people are, what's a prayer? You're sending energy. Yeah. Maybe you're sending it to a God, whatever. You could be praying for somebody, I'm praying that turns out well for you. You're sending energy. That's a vibration that you're sending that way. In church, when they say, let's pray. Oh my gosh. A lot going on.
A lot of energy.
A lot. Wow. Let's focus our energy on you. How do we find you?
My website, which is drlovejennifer.com, which is drlovejennifer.com.
Mm-hmm. Starts with a conversation. I would imagine this stuff is a little bit deep. If somebody wants to connect with you, just to consult, no charge, right?
Yeah. Give me a call. We could do a free consultation where we could decide what you would like to do. What are your goals? And then we just take it from there.
Awesome. Looking forward to talking again tomorrow, kicking off a new year. This just, for me, this validates things that I've been hearing for the last bunch of years. And, the energy thing, sure, but hyper-focusing it on, the love aspect. And again, you do a lot, but the love thing, I don't know a lot of people doing that, in the energy area, which is super cool.
It's great.
All right. Thank you so much for today. We'll talk soon, okay?
You too.
Thanks.
Bye.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.